What is up, City of Findlay? Michael here with CrossFit M2. We've been known here in the Findlay community over the last 6 years for providing life-changing results. And when Amanda called me to ask if I'd help work with your Spring into Wellness fitness event, I got super excited to work with you. So here I am to share with you some how-to videos on your pre and post movement testing. Let's get into it. First, I want to talk about how to properly perform the push-up so that you're ensuring you're doing it to the same movement and technique in your pre-testing and your post-testing. All right, so here's the first version of the push-up. We're gonna get down here on the ground, and we wanna make sure that our hand is directly underneath our shoulders to start. All right, I'm gonna go up on my toes. Now keep in mind, this is the hardest version. All right, from here what I wanna make sure I do is take my elbows and keep them in tight, lower down so my chest touches the ground, and my elbows are straight at the top. Now, this is important because in your pre-testing, if you do them this way, but then in your post-testing, you only do them this way, you're gonna have two different numbers. So I wanna make sure that your numbers are accurate in your pre and post testing. Now, understand this version is tough. So here at CrossFit M2, what we do is we modify movements. That way they're able to be done to someone's ability and level. So let's talk about version 2 of the push-up that you can do. The next version is gonna start the same, all right? You're gonna have your hand right underneath your shoulder, but this time you're gonna go down to your knees rather than your toes. What this is gonna do is change the angle of the push-up slightly to take a little bit of pressure off your shoulders. All right, what we're looking for though is the same range of motion and back angle. Notice how my shoulders and hips are in a straight line. From here, I'm gonna lower down to the ground, touch my chest to the ground, and press straight up so my elbows are locked out full. That would be 1, and 2, and 3. All right, once again, I just wanna make sure that my range of motion is gonna be the same in my pre-testing and my post-testing. Now, I understand that both those versions can be challenging, especially if you're new and just starting out with fitness. So what I want to show you is another option you can use where you can take some books. Here I have yoga blocks, but books would work fine. And stack them underneath your chest so that way you can still get an accurate range of motion without having to go down all the way. So let's take a look over here. We have some books, but like I said, yoga blocks stacked up. I'm going to take my hands and put them directly underneath my shoulders again. All right, and this time I'm also going to go down to my knees. Now I want to make sure that these blocks are right underneath my chest, so as I go to lower down, keeping my elbows in tight, my chest touches, and then I press up for 1, and 2, and 3. All right, that way as I go through these, once again, I have the same range of motion, my pre and post testing. Now I want to give you some goals to shoot for. You have to do push-ups for 2 minutes. Now keep in mind, age is going to vary these numbers, so men, if you're between ages 20 and 40, you want to shoot between 20 and 45 push-ups in 2 minutes. That's a total. Men, if you're 40 plus, you want to shoot for 15 to 35 push-ups in 2 minutes. Now women, your numbers are going to be a little bit differently. If your age is 20 to 40, you want to shoot for 12 to 30 push-ups in the 2 minutes. And if you're 40 plus, you want to shoot for 12 to 25 push-ups. Now those push-up numbers can kind of depend on which level that you're doing, so keep that in mind also.